kitchen a bit of a mess after all the holidays? Have you just kind of ignored it, kind of pushed things to the side? You have some schmutz and stuff all over your crock pot or here and there, maybe running down your front cabinets, and you're just, you know, looking at it. Well, today I'm gonna try and tackle a little bit of it. I did clean my crock pot really, really well this morning. My one of 4 crock pots. Yeah, I do. I own 4 crock pots. Did you know the best way to clean the outside of your crock pot, the part that holds the crock? Turn your crock pot on, like low, and let it sit there, let it get good and hot. Then take a nice wet rag with a little bit of dish soap on it, or some kind of a cleaning spray of some kind, something gentle, and just wipe it down. And the heat of the crock pot really, really helps dissolve some of that mess that has caked onto your crock pot. Hi, I'm Darlene. Welcome to Super at 60. I am so glad that you are here with me today. Let's see, what is it? It is about 1:30. So I was looking in some of my drawers. I call them my baking drawers, where I keep a lot of my baking stuff. Okay, baking powder, baking soda, sprinkles, seasonings, extracts, just stuff, all kinds of stuff for baking. And, you know, it was kind of a mess. Muffin cup papers hanging out all over the place. And I've got things piled on top of a bottle of cinnamon, several bottles of cinnamon. And then I have a drawer underneath that, and I keep a big glass bowl, a couple big glass bowls in there, and my hand mixer and blah, blah, blah. You know, there's just so much. And it's kind of crammed in there. And I thought at one time I had it pretty much under control, but not so much anymore. So today I decided, you know what? I'm gonna get up early. I'm gonna start my meal for this evening. I'm gonna throw it in the crock pot, and I'll show you that. I taped it earlier and showed you exactly what we're having for dinner tonight. So I'll plug that in here just a little bit. And I'm gonna take it over to my kitchen counter, and right underneath, I'm gonna show you, I'm going to expose to the world the mess of my baking drawers. No, that's not a grocery haul. Nope, that's the inside explosion of those 2 drawers right there, my baking drawers. That right there is clearly my workhorse area in the kitchen. You usually see me standing there working away. So yeah, having those 2 drawers right there is really important to me. So I want to make sure that I have them well organized. And that's kind of what I'm doing today. Right now, it's just a mess. It is just a real mess. Just gonna be honest, real honest with you here. All right, I want to line the bottom of these drawers somehow. I had something down there, it wasn't working, so I'm gonna try something else. So while I was wrapping Christmas gifts this Christmas, I had this particular paper, and I love it. It's got these little, you can tell with the light, the little deer on it, and it's just beautiful. Beautiful wrapping. I noticed I'm good either side. I can use the deer side and be very happy when I open my drawer and see that, which I may do. Or I can flip it over, and this has just kind of a more of a pantry drawer look. So I'm not sure which I should use. I have to really decide on that. You know what? Maybe I think I'm gonna go with this. Just so that every time I open that drawer, I'm gonna see these sparkly little reindeer. It's kind of cute. I think it might work. What do you think? Yeah, we'll try it. Look how beautiful that paper made my drawers. I am so happy already. Look how pretty. Now, every time I open up my baking drawers. I am going to be such a happy baker. I'm glad I chose that side, and I'm very happy. It's nice, really thick quality paper. It's wonderful for lining. And the other side, you know, I had a hard time deciding whether to use the reindeer side or the square kind of side. I'm glad I went with the reindeer, and I'm glad that I checked out that square side because that helped as a guide for my cutting and in getting both of these to match perfectly and to fit in my drawers to the T. Earlier this morning, I prepared my crock pot burrito filling. Begin with 1 pound cooked ground beef. Add 3 cups of water. Add 1 package of dirty rice mix. Stir it in well. You may add 1 package of taco seasoning, or some of you may make your own like I do. And I will add in 2 tablespoons of taco mix. Next, add 1 can of rotel, tomato, and chilies. And then 1 can of refried beans. Stir it well until well combined. Next, add 1/2 cup con queso cheese. Stir well to combine. Set your crock pot on low for 2.5 to 3 hours. Brownie, what does matter? Do you need to go outside? Do you have to go outside? Do you want to go get Chippy? Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, it is clearly time for a little break. I am exhausted. Holy moly. I did not know that I had that kind of a mess in that cabinet. So much to throw away. Just kind of ridiculous. All right, go get him. Go get him. Come on. All right. I'm going to let her outside for a little while. Although, whoo-wee, I got to tell you, it is nice today. It is absolutely beautiful. And it feels so good to just stand outside. Oh, it's almost like a spring day. How weird. Yesterday there was we had a bunch of snow, you know, for about, I don't know, 5 minutes. That was it. Yeah, 5 minutes snowstorm. It was great. It was beautiful. And then the sun came out, and now today, oh, I could just sit out here. All right, I'm gonna let her stay out here for a little bit and we're gonna go back inside. I think what I'd like to do right now, well, I am almost done. I am almost done. I am so darn proud of myself. I can hardly stand it. Okay, so while I'm taking this little tiny break here, let me just peek a little bit at my dinner for tonight. Oh boy, does this smell good. Oh, definitely a Mexican dish. And you know, you can eat it just like this with a bowl with sour cream and some chips on top if you like, some cheese. But what we're planning to do is put a little spoonful of this inside a burrito, you know, a soft shell, and roll it up like a burrito with some cheese. A little bit more queso cheese because I don't have any shredded cheddar. I'm so mad at myself for not having that, but I don't have it. So anyway, this is dinner, and this has been cooking, oh, I don't know, for about 3, maybe 2.5 hours. It's got rice and beans and all kinds of taco like flavorings in there. You saw me probably putting in my own taco flavoring. It's a whole lot better for you than the packet, although you surely could have added 1 packet of a taco seasoning with the 1 pound of ground beef that I put in here. All right, well, that's good. I'm gonna put the top right back on. Well, I don't know about you, but I am exhausted. That was a lot of work, more than I even thought, really. Boy, I had a lot of stuff. I have a lot of baking stuff. I don't even bake that much. You know, the cookie stuff and the sparkles and sprinkles and flavorings. Holy Toledo, you'd think I was running a bakery or something. Just wishful thinking, I guess, on my part. I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm happy with how it turned out. And let me give you just a little show. All right, that is my bottom drawer. Look at this cute little reindeer popping out. Okay, let me fix this. That keeps sliding back like that. All right, I'm gonna show you that in just a minute. I did leave a little bit of space right there because I did find some cookie cutters, miscellaneous cookie cutters, and I do like to keep them all together, so I went ahead and put them all in a little Ziploc bag. And there they go. They have their own space. All the baking stuff is down there for cupcakes and decorating them, all kinds of stuff. There's an extra coconut oil down there, cocoa, all my flavorings, all my sprinkles. Okay, they're all right there. And then the top drawer, here we go. There's my extra baking soda, extra baking powder, and I went ahead and put the dates on it so I'll know when to use those. Expiration dates. And right here and in the video, you saw me labeling some of these spices. A lot of cinnamon. Okay, I have a lot of cinnamon, a lot of pumpkin spice, and I will show you one of these days why I have so much. I'm just not going to go into it right now. Trust me on that one. All right, and the things that I pull from all the time, my monk fruit that I use, cinnamon, Surely baking powder and baking soda, you bet, all the time. All my flavorings over here, lots of flavorings. There's lemon and almond and rum and orange and of course vanilla. It's all right there. And soon my very own homemade vanilla will join them. It's not quite ready yet, but I'll let you know when it is. All right, a little something you probably saw that was a little strange maybe looking. Well, this is just cheesecloth. I like to have that. You gotta have that in your pantry somewhere. Okay. This thing right here. You might be wondering, what the heck is she doing having a shower cap in her baking drawer? Well, I use it when I proof my bread. Okay, it stretches beautifully right around just about any bowl. So I put my dough, leave my dough in the bowl, and I stretch this little beauty across the top. And you know what? It works like a charm. It's absolutely perfect. And I'm so happy to share that with you because just go to the dollar store, find one of these cheapies, or Walmart. You can get them there too. I think I got mine at Walmart actually. And just roll it up, keep it in your, wherever you like to keep your baking things. Just gonna tuck it right in there with my cheesecloth because I do use that as well. And yeah, I'll tuck that right back into the bottom there. And now I'm very happy. Everything is updated and dates are checked. Things were tossed because they were expired. I see that baking powder 820 is obviously expired, but I checked and looked it up and it should be okay. And there is a way to test it, and I'm gonna do that with some vinegar. Maybe I'll show you and we'll make sure if it's okay or not. I don't know. Right now I'm guessing, yeah, it's probably good. We'll see. All right, there you go. That is all the work that I did today. And then of course, dinner, which you saw. And I just turned it on keep warm right now. It doesn't need to cook or bake anymore. Oh, look how shiny clean. While you're cooking your dinner tonight, if you've got stuff on your crock pot, quick, get a sponge, get a wash rag, spray it down, use some dish soap, just a tiny bit, and get that stuff off while your crock pot is nice and hot. Just make sure not to burn your finger. It is now about 5:20. It certainly was a project that took the whole afternoon. That is absolutely for sure. I could have started earlier, but I worked hard and I worked through it, and I got it done. And I'm so happy with the results. Dinner was delicious. My husband loved it. It was just, oh, it just had such nice flavor. I encourage you to maybe make that recipe sometime. And I wanted to show you the muffins, how they came out. They're absolutely beautiful. My goodness. This one in particular has an awful lot of blueberries in it, but look at that. Look at that thing. Isn't it just gorgeous? It's so, so beautiful. Got a thing with muffins, you know that. If you've been around any length of time, you've seen any of my videos, you know I have a thing about muffins. Look at that, oh my gosh. It's so beautiful. I mean, it's just, there's a lot of yummy flavor in there. So we have our delicious Mexican crock pot dinner. We had that going all day while working so hard. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I'm gonna get baking now again. I wanna thank you again so much for joining me. I thoroughly and totally enjoyed having you join me in my kitchen. I hope that if you're just passing through and just checking it out and you're wondering, who is that lady? Well, I'm Darlene and this is Super at 60. And if you'd like to, I'd love to have you subscribe and become part of our family here. Thank you again so much for spending your time with me today. And I will see you, probably really soon. Okay, bye-bye.